Unreal Engine 5 is the latest iteration of Epic Games' powerful game development engine, and it promises to revolutionize the gaming industry with its stunning graphics and advanced capabilities. In this video, we will explore some of the best Unreal Engine 5 games that are set to redefine the gaming landscape. From highly anticipated titles to innovative indie projects, these games showcase the true potential of Unreal Engine 5. So, without further ado, let's get started! Before we dive into the exciting world of Unreal Engine 5 games, let's take a moment to understand what makes this engine so special. Unreal Engine 5 introduces several groundbreaking features like Nanite, Lumen, MetaHuman Creator, Megascans, and many more, which enable developers to create highly detailed environments, realistic lighting effects, customize high-fidelity digital humans in minutes, and a vast library of photorealistic 3D assets. With its enhanced capabilities, Unreal Engine 5 empowers developers to create immersive and visually stunning gaming experiences. Now, let's take a look at some of games that showcasing the capabilities of Unreal Engine 5. Starting off with number 20, we have Neo Berlin 2087. It is a futuristic video game that is set in a dystopian version of Berlin, where technology and cyberization have created a huge gap between the rich and the poor. The game is a third- and first-person action role-playing game, where you play as Nolan, a detective who has to solve a murder case. The game features a deep and cinematic story, as well as various gameplay elements such as shooting, hacking, stealth, and exploration. The game is developed by Elysium Game Studio and is expected to be released in 2024. Next, over at number 19, we have Instinction. It is an upcoming first-person action-adventure game by Hashbane Interactive, an independent studio based in New Zealand. The game is set in a hidden valley where dinosaurs and humans coexist. The player controls an ecologist who has a mysterious connection to the valley and its secrets. The game features exploration, combat, puzzles, and a layered narrative that reveals the history of the valley. This game is expected to fully launch in 2025 for PC, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, but the game will receive an early access release through Steam during the second half of 2023. Next, over at number 18, we have Kingdom Hearts 4. It is an upcoming action role-playing game by Square Enix. It will be the 15th installment in the Kingdom Hearts series. The game follows the protagonist Sora, who has become trapped in a realistic world called Quadratum, while his friends Donald Duck and Goofy try to find and rescue him. The game will feature parkour elements, Keyblade transformations, and several worlds based on Disney properties. The game was announced in April 2022, but no release date has been confirmed yet, so let's hold off for now. Next, over at number 17, we have Quantum Error. It is a sci-fi horror game that was released in 2023, where you play as a fire captain who has to fight against zombies, monsters, and mercenaries in a mining facility on one of Jupiter's moons. The game features a mix of cinematic sequences and intense first-person gameplay, as well as firefighting scenarios that require you to use your skills and tools. Next, over at number 16, we have The First Descendant. It is an upcoming third-person free-to-play shooter game set to be released in summer 2024. The game is set in a dystopian future where you have to face an alien invasion. The player becomes a descendant, a powerful warrior who inherited their power from the ancestors and fights for the survival of humanity. The game features various characters with unique skills and abilities, exciting gunplay and looting, strategic boss fights, and cooperative play with up to 4 players. Next, over at number 15, we have Remnant 2. It is a survival action shooter game that is the sequel to Remnant from the Ashes from 2019. You play as a survivor of humanity who has to fight against new deadly creatures and godlike bosses across terrifying worlds. You can play solo or co-op with 2 other friends to explore the depths of the unknown. The game features branching quest lines, augments, crafting, loot rewards, and an expanded archetype system that allows you to customize your playstyle. Remnant 2 also has a replayability feature that lets you revisit the different worlds and discover new stories, enemies, and items. This game was released in 2023 for PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. Next over at number 14, we have Lords of the Fallen. It is a reboot of the 2014 action role-playing game of the same name. It is developed by Hexworks and got released in 2023. The game is set in a dark fantasy world where you play as one of the Dark Crusaders, a group of warriors who oppose the demon god. The game features a dual reality system where you can switch between two versions of the same world, each with different enemies, secrets, and challenges. The game also has a build crafting system where you can customize your weapons, armor, spells, and skills. Next over at number 13, we have taken 8. It is an upcoming action fighting game developed by Bandai Namco Studios. It is the latest installment in the Taken series. The game features 32 redesigned unique fighters and an all-new heat system that allows players to use aggressive tactics and special moves. The game also has a variety of single-player modes, such as the Arcade Quest mode and the Character Episodes, as well as online multiplayer and customization options. This game is set to be released in 2024 for PlayStation 5 and Steam. Next over at number 12, we have Immortals of Aveum. It is a single-player, first-person magic shooter that tells the story of a young thief who joins an elite order of battle mages to save a world on the edge of abyss. The game features a variety of spells, talents, and enemies, as well as a rich lore and a gripping plot. It was released in 2023 by Ascendant Studios and Electronic Arts. Next over at number 11, we have IGI Origins. It is an upcoming first-person stealth shooter game that is set in the 1980 Cold War era. It is a prequel to the 2000 game. The game features a variety of gadgets, weapons, and environments, and it allows the player to choose between stealthy or action-oriented approaches. The game was announced in 2019, but no release date has been announced yet. So let's hold off until the game is officially launched. Next over at number 10, we have Fortnite. It is a popular online game that has recently updated its graphics and performance with the new Unreal Engine 5. The update has improved the game's atmosphere and immersion, as well as its compatibility with next-generation hardware. Fortnite's Unreal Engine 5.1 update is available on PlayStation 5, PC cloud gaming platforms, Xbox Series X and S. Next over at number 9, we have The Finals. It is a multiplayer online shooter game that combines the thrill of a game show with the excitement of a virtual battleground. You fight alongside your teammates in virtual arenas that you can alter, exploit, and even destroy. You can also customize your character, weapons, and abilities to suit your playstyle and preferences. The game was released in 2023 and is available for PC, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S. Next over at number 8, we have Ark Survival Ascended. It is a remastered version of the original Ark Survival Evolved. It uses the Unreal Engine 5 technology to create a realistic and immersive dinosaur survival experience. You can form a tribe, tame and breed hundreds of dinosaurs and other creatures, explore, build, and fight your way to the top of the food chain. You can also ascend to higher levels by defeating the bosses of each world. This game is currently in early access on Steam, and it will include all the expansion worlds from the original game as well as new content over time. Next over at number 7, we have RoboCop Rogue City. It is a first-person shooter that lets you play as RoboCop, the iconic cyborg law enforcer from the movies. The game has an original story that takes place between RoboCop 2 and RoboCop 3, where you have to investigate a crime wave and a conspiracy in old Detroit. You can use various weapons and abilities, interact with citizens and suspects, and make choices that affect the outcome of the game. This was released in 2023 for PlayStation 5, Windows, Xbox Series X and S. Next over at number 6, we have Stalker 2: Heart of Cornwall. It is a sequel to the Stalker series, which are first-person shooters set in a post-apocalyptic world affected by a nuclear disaster. The game features a non-linear story, an open world, and a realistic survival system. You play as a stalker, a person who explores the dangerous Chernobyl exclusion zone full of mutants, anomalies, and artifacts. This game is expected to release in 2024. Next, over at number 5, we have Atlas Fallen. It is a third-person action role-playing game set in a fantasy world covered by sand. The player character has an ancient gauntlet that allows them to manipulate sand and create shape-shifting weapons. The game features exploration, combat, customization, and co-op modes. This game was released in 2023 for PC, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S. Next, over at number 4, we have Paranormal Tales. It is an upcoming horror game that uses the body cam perspective to create a realistic and immersive experience. The game is based on found footage, where you play through the tragic stories of people who went missing in various paranormal situations. It also features hyper-realistic environments, such as abandoned houses, forests, and caves. The game is developed by Horror Cam Committee, a team of 2 indie developers. If you are a fan of horror games and movies, you might enjoy Paranormal Tales. Next, over at number 3, we have Black Myth Wukong. It is an upcoming action role-playing game by Chinese developer Game Science, based on the classical 16th century Chinese novel Journey to the West. The game combines various elements of Chinese mythology, such as spells, transformations, and magic vessels, with stunning graphics powered by Unreal Engine 5. The game has received a lot of attention and praise for its impressive gameplay footage and faithful adaptation of the source material. The game is set to release in 2024 for PC, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S. Next, over at number 2, we have Unrecord. It is an upcoming single-player FPS game that tells the story of a tactical police officer from the perspective of his body camera. This game received many attention when the developers released an early gameplay trailer in April 2023, showcasing the photorealistic graphics. The game features complex dialogues, innovative gameplay mechanics, tough moral dilemmas, and a unique shooting system. The game's plot and presentation are inspired by the best crime and thriller stories. Unrecord is expected to be released on PC in 2024. Finally, at number 1, we have Chrono Odyssey. This is an upcoming open-world MMORPG that features a vast and seamless world, dynamic combat, and the ability to manipulate time and space. The game is set in the world, where players can explore uncharted regions, encounter various NPCs and monsters, and participate in real-time MMO events. Chrono Odyssey offers 6 classes to choose from, each with their own weapons and skills, and allows players to switch weapons in real time to adapt to different situations. The game is developed by a Korean studio, and it is expected to launch in 2024 on PC, Xbox Series X and S. Unreal Engine 5 is on the verge of transforming the gaming landscape, delivering jaw-dropping graphics and pushing the boundaries of what's possible in game development. The showcase games in this video offer just a taste of the incredible potential this game engine holds, from highly anticipated blockbusters to fresh, innovative indie projects. As the gaming industry continues its evolution, Unreal Engine 5 is poised to be a game changer, influencing the very essence of gaming itself. So, what do you think about Unreal Engine 5 and the games we explored today? Pop your comments down below and let's keep the conversation going. Until next time, keep those controllers charged, because Unreal Engine 5 is about to take us on a wild ride.